Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of 2A Arsenal Roundup News. My name is Richard Espinoza and I'm your host. 2A Arsenal Roundup News is your primary source for Second Amendment news, whether it be good, bad, or ugly, whether it be important legislation that can affect or benefit your state, whether it be in blue states or red states. We give you the important information that is needed to inform you on your Second Amendment rights and what will be the next happening in your state. Well, today we're going to be talking about a great victory for the state of Florida. On December 10th, on Tuesday, Gun Owners of America has scored a huge victory for Florida gun owners. And I am an extremely proud member of Gun Owners of America. I could not think of a better organization than Gun Owners of America. They've really fought the fight for all of American gun owners. They're the ultimate bulldog when it comes to fighting for our constitutional rights. Their motto is no compromise, and they do not compromise to anyone. They don't care who it is. They don't back down. They do not compromise to anyone. And that's one of the reasons why I proudly support Gun Owners of America, and I proudly wear their hat. Gun Owners of America is just unbelievable with the leadership of now retired Larry Pratt, and then his son Eric Pratt, who has carried his father's torch, has just done a tremendous job. And I just couldn't be any more prouder than I've ever been before with Gun Owners of America. They make me proud more and more every day for all the work that they do for law-abiding gun owners. So the story is that the state of Florida agrees in court settlement with Gun Owners of America. Open carry is unequivocally protected by the Second Amendment. So the state of Florida has agreed in court to honor the Floridians' right to open carry. For a long time, this has been a huge battle. This has been a long time battle, especially with then former NRA President Miriam Hammer, who's been a true warrior in fighting for Second Amendment rights in the state of Florida. She's a true icon of the state. Miriam P. Hammer has fought for this for a very long time, and luckily and sadly she hasn't lived to see this moment, but I know she's up above smiling, knowing that her work is complete and GOA has completed the mission. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to talk about some statements that were made by members of GOA. I'm going to talk about what this means to them and what this will mean to many law-abiding Floridians who've been fighting for this right for so long. And I just want to say congratulations, Florida. You did it. This will turn heads on the anti-gunners and these gun control groups. And I think this will deliver a clear message to all states, including the blue states, that gun owners will fight back. Even though they're the small majority, their voice will be heard. And we're kicking down every door as possibly we can, and that's what GOA is doing. They're knocking down every door. And Florida is just the tip of the iceberg on what is going on. And I guarantee you, there will be more to come in 2026 because we're getting a lot more members of GOA. They are one of the most strongest gun rights organizations in all of America. And there's also plenty out there too that are pretty good, but it's GOA that truly leads by example. So I'm going to be reading right now to you some statements were made by many representatives from GOA on this open carry bill that will now protect all Floridians. And it says, John Federico, Executive Vice President of Gun Owners Foundation, stated, "Gun Owners of America has fought for open carry in Florida for years, forcing the issue into political spotlights where it could no longer be ignored. Florida claimed to be the freest state in the nation, yet it banned something as basic as open carry. This is exactly why GOA takes this fight and why we win them. We never give up. Our motto is simply no compromise." Luis Valdez, the Florida State Director of Gun Owners of America, stated, "This is a majority victory for Florida gun owners. After decades under Janet Reno, 1987 open carry ban, Floridians can finally exercise their Second Amendment rights without the fear that a briefly exposed firearm could lead to a criminal charges. This settlement moves Florida closer to earning its gunshine state reputation." Note, I want to make a little note right here. In 1987, this law was actually under then Florida Governor Bob Martinez, who is a Rhino Republican. Though Janet Reno was his attorney general in the state of Florida at the time. And yes, Janet Reno encouraged it, but the person who put it in law was Bob Martinez. So I want to make that little correction right there. I don't know if GOA is aware of that or not, but after doing some research, it turns out it was actually Bob Martinez who pushed for that law back in 87. But then again, I know Janet Reno encouraged it. Okay, and then Alves Valdez, National Chair of Fereza 2A, stated, "GOA open carry win is a majority step for Florida's Hispanic gun owners, many of whom feared harassment or being stereotyped if illegally owned a firearm was exposed. This victory also benefits women who often struggle to conceal a firearm, allowing them to defend themselves without the fear of arrest of their firearms being visible." Great win, Florida. Great job. Well, anyways, this is really big and this is really important if you think about it, because, you know, for the longest time, Florida has been fighting with this issue for extremely long, and not just Florida, but other states. And I believe that Florida's fight is a perfect example of brighter and bigger things to come, especially in blue states. And so it goes to show you that if you get involved and you put your political activism into something you believe in, and you believe that you can make a difference, it can happen. But it takes you. It takes you to make the changes. And hopefully in 2026, there will be more changes that will be coming. And 2026 is definitely going to be a big year, a real big year. And the reason I say that is because, you know, the midterm elections are coming up. This will either make or break for law-abiding gun owners. We have an opportunity to replace Rhino Republicans. We have a chance to vote out radical leftist Democrats who violate our Second Amendment rights repeatedly. So this is a big victory for us. And this will leave a welch in the mouth of the gun control groups who've been doing everything possible to prevent this from happening. Now that Florida now has open carry and concealed carry, Florida has set the example of being a free state. And that's why, one of the main reasons why I am moving to Arizona, because again, I want to be free. I lived in 2 free states, in Wyoming and South Dakota. I got away from California. I'm in California just temporarily, but I'm getting ready to move. Just with my mom temporarily, and hopefully I'll get back to Arizona. And hopefully my goal is when I get to Arizona, and hopefully I'm gonna try to get together with Eric Pratt, or I'll write him a letter at least. We're gonna try to get a Gun Owners of America office open in Arizona. It is needed because for those of you who live in Arizona, we all know that Katie Hobbs is no friend to the Second Amendment, though she has not threatened gun owners just yet. But I guarantee you, if she gets reelected, she will, because she has nothing to lose after that, because after that, her term will be up. And if she does what she's going to do, that means Mark Kelly could jump in for the governor's race in the future. So to prevent Katie Hobbs from getting reelected, we need as much activism in Arizona as possible. And I plan on leading the charge on that. And hopefully that Eric Pratt will respond to my letter that I'm going to be writing him, because we definitely need to get a Gun Owners of America office open in Arizona so that we can assist Arizona gun owners in helping them with anything they need in protecting their Second Amendment rights. So far, nothing too bad is happening in Arizona, but we always still have to stay alert because you never know what will happen. We know that Mark Kelly would love to turn Arizona's gun laws into exactly matched to California's, but we're not going to allow that to happen. So this is an important victory for the people of Florida, and I want to say to the people of Florida, great job. And also note that Gun Owners of America will be having an event going on. You can go on their website. It's called Carry on the Coast. For those of you who live in Florida, this is a great event for you to come to. I would love to come if I could, but because I have a busy schedule, I won't be able to go. But there's going to be a lot of great people that will probably be there. You possibly will see Jarrett from Guns and Gadgets, who will possibly be there. You'll possibly see maybe John Crump, who could be there, or Mark W. Smith from Four Boxes a Diner, and many other great Second Amendment influencers there. So for those of you who live in Florida, I encourage you to join Gun Owners of America's Carry on the Coast, because this is a great celebration of freedom for all of you. Well, this is it for 2-8 Arsenal Roundup News. If you have any important legislation that you want to inform me on, and you want me to bring the word out, just send me an email at rjespinoza, that's ESPINOZA .roundupnews@gmail.com. Tell me what state you're from. Tell me what the bill is about. Tell me if it will benefit your Second Amendment rights, or will it do harm to your Second Amendment rights. Just leave me your name, or you can leave your name anonymous if you want. I can go by your first name or by your last name, or both. It's up to you. Just let me know. So when you send me an email, just tell me the state you're from, tell me about the legislation, and then at the end of the email, say keep my name anonymous, or just go by my first name, and I will do so. I will respect your wishes. Well, until then, please remember to protect your community, protect your home, carry a firearm wherever you go, because the Second Amendment is all about freedom. And you have the right to protect your home and your community and your loved ones by the grace of God under the Constitution. Have a great day, fellow Americans.